perico and do no damage with the preps and the heist. And I tried it just earlier and I only got hit one time. And that was when I caught fire by using one of these. That was during one of the preps, but right now I think it's possible to be doing no damage on cayo perico. I almost got it last time, well, when I was practicing, but the rules I got is I cannot take any damage by anything, and I cannot explode myself, or I cannot die. And that makes it quite hard for some preps, but I think it still could be done. And I'm going to see if I could still do hard mode, because last time it was a little more easier, and it was way easy to do it. But I think hard mode will make it a challenge for me, so. And I cannot use any snacks, so I will just be doing this right now. Oh, I could be caught by the guards for the setup, but because technically I'm not getting hit and I'm not taking any damage. So, and it's in a cutscene, so yeah. I am able to use explosives for right now, for all the preps, but yep.
Bearing 210. Bye.
For this one, to get the plane correctly, I will be sniping the guards from afar.
So we go back to paradise.
So,
Again, safest approach to reconnaissance is to pose as one of Mr. Rubio's smugglers. I have been monitoring air traffic from the island, and I have coordinates.
they should not be able to shoot back at me because I'm too far. So, it should be all good. I'll be going right over here on this spot, so that it might be a little bit more easier. Don't remember if it's past this sign or something. But heavy sniper with a thermal will help way much more better. What kind of guard was that? That guy die or something? Nope. Okay, I am checking to see if all the guards died with the thermal. If you don't see the red, then that means they have died. And when I get out of the helicopter, since I cannot despawn it in a mission, I think, but it's way slow, I will be using a C4 to destroy it. I'll be in the helicopter, no, not the helicopter, the plane, so that I don't get exploded. As you can see, it was way faster than going to the
Do you have the
menu
plane?
and going
Very
all the way
good.
here and
I have sent you coordinates.
doing that.
Keep south
But
until the air becomes thick with arcs and profanity.
since
Yeah,
I'm
there
allowed
should be
to
holes
get
on
caught
board.
by the
You switch
guards,
on the
I'll be
way
able to go
and
to the
leave your guns
airstrip
on
much
play.
more faster.
Remember, drug dealers employ
And
smugglers. They do not
I'll just
trust
do
them.
this normally,
Guards
but
find you
without
with
taking any
weapons. This
damage.
will not end well.
I might take some damage. If I do, I'll write it down, see how long it takes to be able to get damaged. I'm going to go on my phone. And whenever I get damage, I'll write it in the comment section. Or since it's live, some people will be able to see it. And whenever I get damaged, like one time, I'll write it down and put it in the chat, so that I could keep track of how much fails I have done, and you guys will probably see it in the when you guys join. And it might be easier for you guys to be able to see if I died or if I got hit. So, and when I get this finished, I'll go in the comments and write down how much times it took me to be able to not take any damage. So I'm going much more lower because you could sometimes glitch when you get to the yellow dot, or this place that is over here. Sometimes it would glitch and you would be stuck here, and I would have to go in another session, which I don't want to do that. It'll take too long, so I'll have to keep the plane steady and be low to the ground. I don't have to be close, I don't have to be very, very close, but I gotta be a decent amount of height. There's no specific height, I just have to make sure I don't glitch the thing. So, I've tried this about an hour ago, and I have only taken damage from a fire, which I caused. So, that was during the Kasetka prep, and I didn't get damaged in any other prep. So, I'll also try to do this as fast as I can, so that I don't have to be streaming very long. I have to go somewhere later, and yeah, but I'll finish this first. Okay. In this part, I'll be doing the regular stuff. I just get the motorcycle and jump that one dirt place to make sure the guard does not see me, so that I could keep the motorcycle.
Once, eh? Arms out, let's
And
go.
I'll be using not much stats on this one because I don't need to use
Okay,
some of them.
right over
But
there.
on the
They will
preps
bring
and
it soon.
stuff, I'll need to use
Go on.
vehicles like the Karuma, but maybe next time
Once you leave the airstrip, do
I'll
not let
try
guards get a
not
good
to
look at
use
you.
any armored
The
vehicle,
disguise is not perfect. They
but
see you
I could
clearly
use
when
the
you're in the
Mark
wrong
II
place.
oppressor.
They will put two and two together
And
and make
if I
both, yes?
finish that one, I would just make it to where I could only use the Mark I oppressor, which might take a much more longer, but it's content, so I'm going as fast as I can, while still using some things I've learned from story mode and online mode. So this guy should be looking the other direction, so I will be able to do this. I'll also land on the back of my tire so that I don't fall off. It's something from like the speedruns chat in the story mode, and I'll be waiting for this guy, and I'll be going as fast as I can behind him, so that I could go as fast as I can to the tower. So, so that I don't have to wait for all those three people. I hit that guy last time and it didn't kill me or damage me in any way. As you can see, there's a guard up there. That means
The signal box could have
the,
moved since you were
the
last
signal
here.
box will be up
Upstairs,
up
downstairs. You
there.
will need to look around.
If it doesn't make sense, and if you see that guard that's right over there, and then it will not be down here. So I'll be going up there because I don't need to look here. It would be two locations if that guard was not there. But the guard is there, so I'll be looking up here and looking for the signal box. I'll also be using another strat that I use on every single time I do cayo perico, where I parachute all the way over there to be able to go to the main docks faster, so that I don't have to waste any time. And I'll see if there's any good loot there, and I'll mark them. For this one, I just do it as normal as possible. There's no easy way to do this. I just do it like how everyone else does it. It's basically just based off of luck. Got it. So I'll be going up the ladder first, so that I don't have to do that later, and
I have
it
connection.
might be a
You
little
can
bit more
use it in
faster.
the app
I
on your
have no
phone.
idea.
Now, what do we have here?
And I'm on PlayStation 4, so it might not look good on the stream. So I'll be looking in the basement and two cameras I will look at so that I don't waste any time. It is, I forgot what it's called, but I'll look for paintings, and I'll take those paintings if I don't have any good loot outside of the
Let's have
compound.
a look in the vault room, in the basement.
So it's the basement. Then I look to the left. I just hold it. Pink
Did you
diamond
see
again.
it?
I had
There,
it last
in
time.
this display case. A
I'm
diamond
not
the
looking
size
in
of your
the
fist.
storage. I'm looking
This
in
will
the
make your
office
trip
cam.
worthwhile, yes?
Look to the
You
right.
have
No
found some gold.
painting there.
I will mark its location
I'll also
here.
look over here to see if there's painting. There's no painting. Okay. And I'll be parachuting to the main
I will do
docks
some research.
to look for some good loot. And the guards cannot see you when you're in the parachute if you're high enough. But then if you get too low, then they'll be able to see you and you'll be caught. So I should be okay parachuting above them. I'll be landing near this helipad. I'll be doing the slow guide down so that I don't get hit. You must make sure that you don't go anywhere near these trees, and so that you don't, so that your parachute don't fall. And for this part, you'll just have to wait until this guy gets out of the cone range to see you when you're right over here. Like right now, it would be a good time for me, and I'd recommend crouching so that he doesn't hear you. I don't know if he could hear you, but just in case. As you can see, I don't have good things, but I'm going to look at the airstrip to see if there's anything better. And to get to the airstrip faster, I'll be either looking at the camera,
I will mark a
or
location planning
be
screen.
spotted by the camera, or spotted
Cash,
by this dude.
always welcome.
Which,
I will mark
in this
location.
case, this dude.
This area
I
is
just
off limits.
realized I didn't look at this one spot where I was supposed to look, so I'll be needing to go back. I'll not use the same route as I did this time. I'll just look in the air thing. I forgot what it's called.
You are not celebrity this time.
The hangar,
You are
yes.
smuggler. Smuggler is disposable if caught in wrong place too many times.
Jump here, but in here it's
Remember,
much
you
more
are not a
faster.
pack mule. There is only so much you can carry. You want more? Bring friends.
As you could hear him, I'm right there. I accidentally spotted some gold, so that does not count for me. I'm not full yet, so. The easier way is to use this. I just saw a word on a sticker that said die. As you guys could see, I got something good. I only need about 2 stacks of these,
As expected.
coke.
I will mark this location.
So I'll be looking
That's on your planning screen now.
on this other side. There's another place, like another stash, but I'll be going in first person because it's much more faster. So I don't need to worry about my stamina because it's online. I don't need to worry. As you guys can see, I didn't get anything. That is good, but I'll be grabbing
Location noted. Adding to planning screen.
I'm going to have to look for a boat probably to be able to go back and check the main dock again, but I don't think there's any boats nearby, so I'm just gonna go through the regular way where where it's very slow, where I have to run. And since I cannot, oh look at that, a whale, dead one. I'll be looking over here to see if there's a boat. But there's that boat, but I don't think I can go on. I think it's too fast. There's that one hanging, but I don't have any guns, so I'll not be able to grab that one. If I went to the north dock, it would take me too long going around the island. It would take less longer to be able to go over here. I haven't done this mistake in a while, so that's why I'm not so very good. Hold on. I got an idea, because if this opens, it does, I would be able to just swim over there. I'll have to worry about my breathing. Character's breathing, and I must stop. But I don't need to worry about my stamina, because I have my stamina bar all the way full. So there's some spots around here where you can just run, which is way much more faster. So I'll be using these. I think there's this one guy I have to worry about, but I don't think he's there, so I'll have to check if he's there, because it doesn't show me if he's there when I am on ground right over here. I do have to worry about that guy, but I don't think he'll be able to see me because I'm too far away. I do have to worry about this guy that is near the camera over here though, because if I get seen by him, then I'll have to go back, get another vehicle, and it'll be all boring. I'll be going to the right, behind this boat over here, because he'll not be able to see me, and I won't be able to see him, technically. So, I just wait over here, and wait for him. Once I see him to move, I'll run. Right now. That guy in the tower was one of the guys I have to worry about, but... same thing I found earlier.
Noting location.
It's practically useless to get these. We get spotted by a guard again. There's a way or a specific preps that I do so that I don't get hurt. I'll be doing the harder ones last. So those are the ones I have to worry about, but earlier I practiced, so and it's quite hard, but I'll be able to do it. So I'll be looking forward so that I can spawn the sparrow behind me. And if it spawned over, like, hold on. If I spawned it right over there, then I would not be able to, like, I'll be hit, but, yeah. I think it spawns less faster if I look towards the ocean. So I'll also be choosing the preps that are the ones that is less dangerous, so that I don't die very fastly. So far I haven't taken any damage, so this has been successful so far. I'll be going here and doing the cutting torch first, because it is much more easier to do first, and it's not very dangerous to do it. Since it's here, it might be a little bit harder to do, because all the guards and all their confusing what's it called? They're confusing.
So, the drainage tunnel. We need special
I
cutting doors to
cannot
cut the
think of
underwater
it
grate.
right now.
You will find these at many construction sites. Of
They're
course,
confusing
these days,
route.
you will also find armed
Scripted
security at
route.
many construction sites. Apparently, the citizens of Los Santos have a habit of stealing such things.
There's only three preps that are very hard, but all the other ones are easy. I'll be destroying this with a C4 again. As you can see, I turned off the homing so that I don't accidentally shoot. And yeah, I'll be using a what's it called? Hard hat. There's also a specific way to get this much more faster, where I just go like that. Why did it not work? First places I'll look is right here. As you see, nothing there. Right there, I cannot be in these guys' cone of vision fast or for very long. Otherwise, they'll know that it's me. Since it's right there, I'll need to perfectly time this. Both of these right here. Get it? I don't think I'll take damage. But just to... I was gonna go down that way, because there's like a staircase over there. So, since I didn't alarm these guys, cars will not be able to spawn, and I'll be able to get to the submarine much more safe. I will not fire any missiles, because they'll know that I'm stealing their thing, even though they're like miles away.
Ours is a strange business, Captain. We work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles, equipment, and then afterwards we destroy
I'll be
it all.
having my oppressor on my submarine
Yes. We leave behind the
because
piece
it'll
of
be
the
much more
jigsaw.
faster
Mr. Rubio will finish it.
to keep it there. Which, that's what everyone does. Because it's fast. So, I've somehow forgotten the names of the preps. Which one is which? I'll be doing fingerprint cloner because it's much more faster and easier. Just like the cutting torch. But the next one, that is the hacker one. It'll be much more harder because I'll need to do a specific thing. And it's kind of hard to explain right now, but I'll be able to describe it when I get to the prep. This is basically a guide to perico and a guide how not to be damaged or die. And how to do this decently fast, so... When I do the weapons, there's a specific location where I put the cassette gun. So, yeah. I'll have to not destroy these cameras, otherwise it'll be too hard. I'll power off this thing. Wait, no. This one's a little bit hard, but there's, if you go to the right, and right there.
You know, being Mr. Rubio's head of cybersecurity is a busy job. There are offshore account transfers to manage, clean servers to maintain, social media websites to infiltrate.
As you can
You'll
see,
need to
you would
disarm
take
them.
cover at the
You need some
specific
time before
crate
they realize what
so
they
that
have taken.
they are not able to hit you.
Screw you! I'm changing mag. Screw you!
Since all these guys have died, I'll be able to do this easily.
Find the computer. We must get inside and get the location of the archives. I know what you're thinking. Hacking into a cybersecurity system is like pissing into the wind, yes? Well, if I were American, I would agree with you.
Does it say Panthers?
It worked. We have the
Yeah,
location of the
it's the
archive.
Panthers. I will be spamming the jump button so that
This town
I could
is
jump
good.
that fence. And this one will be under the highway, because you could fear where all these archives will be based off of the that location of the of those guys, that security guys.
Almost there. Be careful. There will be more CCTV here.
Must be careful this time, because one time I got confused and I didn't destroy these cameras. So you must destroy the cameras. The hardest one to do is the submarine, but it's also the safest one out of all the other
The tool you are looking for will be the size of a credit card. Look for
forgotten
something with
the
antennae.
words. Sorry.
Did you find it? I strongly suggest you do not wait around.
I'll be pressing R1 once I get near the door and past this Hummer, so that I don't have to press any button and it'll automatically get me to the door. It's not faster, but it's much more easier. I also did that with that other door that I had to kill those guys, you know. The next one is decently hard, but if you got the armored Kuruma and it's at Del Piero, then it'll be easy. But all the other locations are quite hard. I'll have to save this boost. And when I get the weapons, I'll have to put the submarine over here or somewhere over here, because it'll be much more closer. And if if the submarine is much more closer, then the helicopters will go away much more faster. Because when you get to your submarine, then the helicopters will not shoot at you. The next one, there's a way to not even go near the clipboard, but you'll be able to still take the picture. It's much more faster if you do it in first person, because there's more, because you could just look towards the door. I'll explain it much more when
We are going to get into
I
this
get there.
Scorpio's bulletproof display case without breaking what's inside. We will need very
With this one, there is
specialized
no way
tools.
to figure
A
out
plasma cutter. But tools such as
which
this is
place it'll
very
be,
easy to
because
trace,
it's
and it's
random
very bad for
most of
us.
the time.
So we borrow it from someone. A
So
gang who was planning the robbery of their own. I have been given tip of their safe house. That is where we
I'm
start.
holding R1 and going up like this, so that I could go much more faster. As you can see, 130. Excuse me.
You know,
And
Captain, I look
some
back at
people
my
did
career
some
and ask
racing
myself
with these,
why.
and
The robberies conducted,
when you
the
do this way,
assassinations
it's
carried
much
out,
more
the
faster.
insurrection supported or crushed, the late nights, the early mornings, the fatigue, the diet of red caviar and navy wine, the endless vitamin D supplements. But of course, you ask
See,
yourself the
you
same
must go
question, yes?
first person. If it was right over there,
And
then
you
the
give the
clipboard
same
would be
answer.
right over there. Since it's over
Money!
here, get a clear shot,
Okay, you are in
take your phone
location,
out,
but not in gunfight. Nobody
zoom
home?
in,
Perhaps they have
send the
started the
picture,
job
go
sooner
like
than
this.
anticipated.
Then you should be able to go back out much more faster. Since you're in first person, you just have to hold the analog up and then go
Look
onto
around. There
the
must be some
presser.
plan, some document that will give clue to where they are. Something I can cross-reference. All I need is a photograph. Perfect. Now give me a moment.
For right now, you just head
There they
towards
are.
this way
Updating
because they
GPS
just
now.
need to. They'll be at near this direction. So this one, I have been training with this one because Rockford Hills is much more easier. Um, all you have to do is go over here. It is quite sketchy though, but you just need to use the grenade launcher. What? Where? Cut. No! I need to put that in. 1 damage. 1 damage. I put it in the comments.
1 damage.
This has never happened before. Oh no. I messed this up. One. Died 1 time.
Died 1 time.
Yup. This will be my my next time I'll be streaming this. Doing the same exact thing.
Get back! What's up? Jesus Christ! Explosive!
Normally if I had the Mark II faster, I would be able to just fly through here. What? This was not a good one. I got another. Why? I'm trying to dock these. Challenge have been failed.
This time there was shooting, yes, but this is good news. Means you have the cutter. Now, just get it back here in one piece.
Say goodnight!
laying some. This one was a failed attempt, but it's not very good. Damage. Took 2 damage.
Took 2 damage.
This is not very good. Next stream will be tomorrow, nearing this time, and I'll be trying to do this again. So, yeah, I know it's possible, but it's very, very hard. So, I'll edit this one later and put part 1 and I'll put in parentheses failed because it did fail. But tomorrow I'll be streaming near this time again. But for me it's in the afternoon. So I'll be able to practice this in the morning. So the weapon loadout is much more easier to do right now. I don't want to do this one, so I'll be blowing them up with my guided missiles. You must get the one that is in the office. This may take a while. Sometimes it may not take a while. So the helicopter will just be like right over here. So you'll have to aim towards the pilot, because I don't think the helicopter explodes. It sometimes doesn't explode, so I'll be aiming towards the pilot. By failing this one already, I have taken notes on to how to do this correctly.
I have seen worse operations than this, but not many. Back to the planning board.
I'll be again destroying it. Doing the same because I don't like doing the Merryweather HQ, and if I did the Merryweather HQ one, then it would be practically impossible to do this without taking damage. So, I'll also show you guys a few techniques once we get the office one. It involves the minigun, but then you'll need to
Well,
use
that was
the
not good.
a shotgun, the automatic shotgun for the first like 4 people. The rest of the people are in groups that is going to need to be killed. you just practically just do this until you get the obvious one, because you cannot do this with the Meriwether HQ one.
In Russia, we call this failure. In America, deferred success, yes?
Why is it giving me the Meriwether HQ multiple times? It does not make sense, and if one of you guys want to add me on PlayStation, then it's just my username is just the name of this YouTube channel, which is I Like Games OK 3 4. So one of these will be the office one.
I have
Maybe
seen worse
Rockstar is
operations
just
than
listening
this,
to me
but
and
not many.
purposely giving
Back
me
to the planning board.
the Meriwether HQ. Right now, I'm not used to talking this much. Now my throat is starting to feel new. So,
Well, that was not good. Come, we regroup.
finally! I hope my presser is still there. I'll be showing you a way to escape the... Wait, first... No, it's not there.
When it comes to our weapons supply, we must leave no paper
Didn't
trail.
get this sword, I remember. But I need to move my submarine. I don't like to call it by name, Kosetka, because I don't know how to say it. But I'll be putting this near the canal, or whatever it's called, to get to the
And
docks.
you know the easiest way to have no paper trail?
No.
Stealing.
Oh
I
yeah.
have identified a group bringing in a shipment of unregistered weapons. Should be perfect for us. They
Move
are
it over
typical
there, because
Americans
it's much
operating
more
out of
stable.
skyscraper offices.
But my
Coordination
propellers
with
will
you
be
now.
stuck. That's the downside, but it doesn't move. But for right now, I'll need to move it over there. Otherwise, the helicopters will shoot me So, I failed this challenge right now, but I am going to finish this heist because I'm gonna do it later in practice. Yeah, I know, lame, but it's good to practice because I need to practice. As you can see, they are almost stuck. Try something. Last time I didn't get this far, but this time I did. As you can see, they're stuck. I purposely did this because I needed to be closer to the offices. Not officer, but offices. So that I could get away from the helicopters much more faster. So when I get near my submarine, they'll go much more higher up. So that's the reason why I am putting it right here, which it would be much more faster to make them go higher up. Well, when you get out of here, I'll need to get my Mark II and not try to get hit by a pole or a tree. Their hitboxes are the wood of the tree, but not the leaves. As you can see, I'm going to the roof so that I could quickly boost out of there. And there will be not much risk trying to kill the guys that are on the ground down there.
You are approaching the coordinates now. You can go in through front door.
When I come out of here, I'm going to boost
Expect a hard fight when you are inside.
forward and aim up so that I could easily get away from the helicopters. I found that the best way to escape the helicopters. For this part, you'll need to kill 4 guys. Then you could use the minigun, which is this guy,
Okay, this shipment will be kept separate from the
this
regular
guy,
weapons. Look for gun locker somewhere.
this
It
guy,
may be hidden.
then this guy on his phone. That's always on his phone. And use the minigun to kill all these guys. You gotta use the wall because the machine gun could shoot through partially the wall. As you can see, I learned this from Dark Viper AU. Is this guy dead?
What the fuck?
Nope, he's not dead. Oh, that was quite scary, but
If it won't open, check for computer.
that's how you do this
Systems often
office
have remote
with
locking.
every single office. It's the safest way to do it. I will not go over there. It's spreading. That's not good. Get away. So 52, 23. You only need to look for the first 2 numbers. Then it might be easier to
Is the locker open?
Last time I caught fire and lost the challenge while I was practicing. So that's why I don't like to use the explosives in here.
In my experience, the kind of people to have
So
cache of unmarked weapons will try very hard
you'd have to
kill you when
wait
you steal them. Move
for
fast
the
and
fire
watch
to go out.
You know,
so that you don't catch fire.
my youth, I
Once
would
you get
use
out of
personal
here, you
weapons on
gotta go
operations
exit
such
the
as this.
roof, get on your oppressor so very fast, and once you get on it, boost, and
Let me tell you, my late 20s were a
go
turbulent time
down,
for this
hold
reason.
R1.
I
As you can
learned
see,
my
I got
lesson. Nothing
hit,
personal,
but
nothing with receipts, nothing with history. Everything new, everything clean.
3 damage. I'm noting that in the comments. That's
3
what I'm,
damage.
that's what I'm doing all the time. For the next setup, I'm going to do the submarine. First, I'm gonna get suppressors. This might be a boring stream. Just doing this submarine. This is the safest out of all of them. You don't get the cops or anything. So you teleport the submarine to where it's nearby. Then you'll need to use the the guided missiles, or the pyroscope, or whatever it's called. Press X to drive the submarine once you load, or whatever button it is on Xbox or PC. This one you'll need to use a lot of explosives. So make sure you have the RPG, the grenade launcher, and some sticky bombs.
If you
That's
wish
all
the
you need
submarine to get
for
to
this.
Mr. Rubio's island undetected, we will need to deflect their sonar. But such equipment is not available on open market. We will need to borrow it. And I have a lender all lined on their new submarine, latest model.
You
It
use
will
this
have
thing
what
once
we
you
need.
get nearby.
I would ping you exact coordinates, but they are blocking my sonar. I know the general area for the test. We start there.
You don't risk getting any damage by doing this. That's what I found out so far.
There. You see the boat and the helicopter? That might be the spot.
Once you see
Time to
nothing
get more than your
is
feet wet,
locking on,
Capitan.
you could get out.
Dive time.
But the best thing to do is go down with your submarine and find it with your submarine. It's easier to be finding it in first person, but it's not letting me right now. So I am not able to. Then you put it in autopilot by holding right on the D-pad. Then what you do next is put on a scuba outfit, which you could save an outfit that is the scuba one, or like as you can see here I have a scuba outfit, or there's one right over here. Then you press out on D-pad once you get over here. Then you exit Last time I died on this one, but it is possible to do this. But you'll need to use a lot of explosives.
Are you inside? I still see nothing on sonar. Extraordinary. Will look like
You aim
logs
right
full of
there for
wires and
that
switches and antennae.
one. Going to buy some ammo. I'll also wait for that fire to go out, otherwise I might catch fire. But I could still be in here in first person. Sometimes that guy doesn't die to the explosion, so I just use the assault shotgun to kill him. Then I put out the combat MG to be able to kill this guy. There's a guy in that area, so I'll go first person and shoot at RPG. Show that you have shot. For this part right here, I use a weapon anonymizer to be able to shoot this guy, so that I have risk of being shot. Okay. So since it's not right here, then I'll have to look down there. For this part, you'll need the grenade launcher. You go in first person, aim near this location. Do that. For this part, you need the sticky bomb. Wish I would kill this guy, but he's on fire. So now you'll have to wait this guy. Get out your assault shotgun, but then wait for this guy to get charred up. You'll see a chef on that other side of this place, and he'll run up to you and kill you, but somehow he's already dead. Shoot an RPG at that guy, because he'll kill you. Get over here and aim a grenade launcher at about this location. A little bit more up. Oh! No! I did not mean to do that. No. Another death. Okay. This one is a really bad run.
Another death.
When you see that knife out when you are in the water, it's highly possible that your weapon wheel is reset. So you'll need to put back all your weapons to what it used to be. So, if you die, then just run back to where you were. Basically. But most of the time you'll not die, because you would not have made the same mistake I did. We'll have to look down there. I don't know why. Oh, you'll have to wait out that fire. Last time I died to the fire. Sometimes there's like explosives down there that would explode due to the fire. Sometimes it's safe to walk through the fire, but I don't recommend it. As you can see, I killed that guy. And since earlier I killed this guy that was over here with the combat MG, I don't need to worry about that guy. But then you do have to worry about some of these guys that are over here, if it is over here. a one right there. Wait out this. This is what I died to last time. Mind, this is for no damage. But I've died 2 times and taken 3 damage. This is quite hard, so I don't expect you guys to finish this on your first run unless you have done this before. Why is it spreading? Oh, you also need the up and atomizer, which is a good gun to use on this. Whenever it gets closer. As you can see, there was the explosive right there. The guy that was supposed to be right here didn't spawn, so I don't have to worry about that guy. As you can see, it was to the left. Oh. You grab the sonar,
Have you got it?
then you go out the way you came in. Right here. It's easier to jump this and have your gun up and be able to aim, and it's just easier. Like, aim your gun to make your character look that way. And then just run. Run like the wind. Since you got in the scuba suit, you don't have to worry about drowning. So then you just go to your submarine and go in there. Then you should be all set to be able to do the heist. The setups took me such a long time. That's because I had to explain a lot of stuff. For this one, you gotta make sure that you got these suppressors, and start the final. We're not allowed to use armor on this one, so I'm not gonna put on armor. For this, you'll want to set it up like how I do. The cassetka, the drainage tunnel, the drainage tunnel again, then the airstrip, because that's where all the loot is that is good. Then time is day, and then start it. I recommend just spamming X for right now until you get to the drainage tunnel, so that it's easy to do it. So for some reason it gave me armor when I didn't want the armor, so it's okay if that happens. So
Knock knock, Mr. Rubio. Guess who is back again? The drainage pipe is dead ahead.
those things doesn't bomb, so you don't have to worry about those. You could get the drainage tunnel taken care of by 2 ways that you could do.
Okay, next stop.
You could
Maintenance.
you could go like this. This way is much more slower though. Or you could do it individually, which is much more faster if you have good aim. I don't have perfect aim, so I'm not getting these right away. So once you get that done, you hold down on your analog, or just like
I once knew an admiral who said that
this.
sweeping
You'll be
through
guided
the
by that
undersea pipeline was the
pipe that
closest
is
he
up there.
found to inner peace.
going to turn down the audio because Pavel is a little bit too loud. I don't know if it's a good audio for you guys, or if I'm too quiet, or if I'm too loud. You know what, this guy, I'm gonna ruin their fun by
Are you in?
doing
You did
that.
not get sucked into a
I
turbine.
need to get that
I knew
key
you'd be
because
fine.
I'm so...
How likely is it I have two operations in the same way, huh?
Could just wait
Now,
with this guy.
we'll look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
You still have to wait for him when he's right there, because he'll go like that.
Be
I
careful in
recommend
this
going on
area.
the
These two
stairs.
Rubio's personal bodyguards.
Kill him.
They know their soldiers, and
Then
they will know you are not one
that.
of them, no matter what uniform you are wearing.
It's more easier to go in third person, so that you have more control over your character. You just basically do this normally.
Good thinking. Always check the safe.
I took another damage.
He has a fingerprint scan here too? Alright, we follow the usual plan. Cycle through the partial prints to match the target print. And the tool will do the rest.
No.
You are through. It cannot be far. Good. We made it again. Now for the delicate part. The glass case, bulletproof, shatterproof. You will need the plasma cutter, and you will need to be very careful. You know the only diamond bigger than this, the one on my ex-wife's finger. You steal that back, then I am impressed. Bad news. They have sealed the drainage pipe. You will need to look for another way out of there. A new shift of guards just clocked in. Careful out there. Perfect. We are out of the compound, and judging by their radio chatter, they have no idea they've been hit. Now get off that island! The coordinates for your extraction point at the airstrip should be with you now.
How did you fools let
woken up into his nightmare. All over again. Judging from their comms, it sounds like Mr. Rubio is reaching for his helicopter. Again.
Since there is no good loot here, I'm just going to kill guys that I need to kill so I can get a boat. For some reason this guy's facing a different way. I don't know why. This loot over here is bad. So get one of these two boats.
The water is full of attack boats. You will need to be
Since
careful.
I've looked at the airport, there's better loot there, so I'm going there. Besides me just hitting that rock and going up. You don't have to get rid of the communications from this table. No, I mean tower.
You will be at the control tower soon.
You just need to kill these two guys that are in the way.
You got there. Good. There must be a plane nearby.
Huh, that was strange. I just went to that thing, and I just made a mistake right here. I forgot. I'll be getting this stuff because it's worth more. I'll not be getting this stuff though.
As my uncle would say, you kill the moose, you carry it home. You understand? Yes. The heavier the things you take, the slower you will be.
I'll need to go across the street over here. 'Cause there's more things over there. They're much more better.
¡Válgame Dios!
I'm going to kill this guy along with another guy. Wait, I'm going to wait. 'Cause there's that. Just one more saber. Go right here. Why is that cone of vision so big? Is it like a specific vehicle or something? I don't know. I'll be getting the stuff on the left because it's much more. I think it's worth more because cash is worth less, right? Won't let me. I'll probably get 1.7 million. Maybe. I don't know.
¿Tienes un problema, pendejo?
That guy just called me a pendejo. How rude. That helicopter is coming back. That's not good. I'll be going a specific way so that I could get out of here much more faster. I hope to have finished the elite challenge so that I could get more money. I mean. Okay. I've
Taken 4 damage in the whole run with 2 deaths.
even though I spelt that, even though I put that in the chat myself, I've gotten scared of it. I don't know why, but this is the end of the stream. I've tried to take no damage, but I've taken 4 damage and died 2 times. Tomorrow I hope to take only 0 damage and hope to take only 0 deaths. see you guys tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. My friend told me to do that because it's the end of the stream. So I did it. I don't know if it's very good, but see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, about to end in 3, 2,